Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can export the user's OneDrive URLs, right? Before moving ahead, I wanted to tell you the bit of context about it, why we wanted to export each individual user's OneDrive URL, right? That is very important because there are different use cases, different purposes, and why we wanted to export those, right? So the context is going to be something when we wanted to migrate data from different sources or different cloud systems to users OneDrive specifically, right? So that's the number one use case when we need to get the users OneDrive URLs so that we can put those URLs in our mapping of the migrations, and then it is going to be used for migration purpose, right? Because we don't want each individual users data to be put into somewhere like at a center place in SharePoint site or somewhere so that everyone gets the access. That is not the ideal, right? And the ideal case is something we should always migrate the user's personal data or their work data, right, into their respective individual folders. It could be OneDrive or it could be any specific folder wherever we wanted to target. So specific use case is going to be stored all the data that is coming out from different systems altogether, and then maybe it is a Google Drive or Dropbox, or it is a box, right, from box to OneDrive or Dropbox to OneDrive, right? So those are the different situations when we wanted to do that, right? So that is when we would be exporting the users OneDrive URLs, and those URLs would be used to map the accounts between Dropbox or OneDrive or Box to the OneDrive from one location to another, and then it is going to allow us to export it, right? So this way we can simply make sure we can map those appropriately, and then we can use it, right? So I'm going to show you by running the script here how we can export that details, and I'll show you how those URLs look like and how as an administrator can maybe change the configurations, change the permissions or anything that we wanted to make, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So let me share my screen quickly here, and simply I'll show you. So here I've shared my screen and you can see it. So here now I'm going to run a script to export those URLs, and then I'll show you how that CSV file looks like, right? And then you'd get the visibility, right? So this is the script I have, which is going to export the user's UPN for source and target, and then the OneDrive URLs, right? So these are the three things that we wanted to export from, right? And this is the whole script. So I'm just going to copy it and execute that script here on the PowerShell. And don't forget, as note that this is the uh, MS Graph PowerShell script. You can see MG user drive, right? So this is going to be the Microsoft Graph PowerShell script, and this is not a normal sort of standard PowerShell script. So now I'm going to execute it. So now I have executed it and it should start. So now you see there are different errors popping up. So I'll give you the reason why those errors are popping up here, right? In some error notification, it says that users, my site is not found, or user has access denied, right? So those are the different errors. Why? Because there are user accounts whose OneDrive was not provisioned at all, right? And I am showing you here in this video because I wanted to show you what are the expected errors, what are the different errors that you can expect. And once you are aware about it, then you can probably take appropriate steps in order to provision the user's OneDrive accounts, as well as you can make the appropriate changes in order to get the users URLs in first place, right? So that is why I wanted to show you all of that here, even if you should be aware about the error notifications and what are the errors that are going to be generated or shown. So wherever it shows access denied means that user have not logged into the account at all. And those are either group accounts or those are the accounts which doesn't have the license at all, right? And that is why those accounts does not have OneDrive URLs at all. And that is why it shows just access denied, because there is no OneDrive link to it at all. And that is why we cannot provision that, as well as we cannot get the OneDrive URLs, right? So now you see that this is still continue. I have almost more than 100 user accounts, including a group accounts, including a license account, but those are blocked, or those accounts who doesn't have the OneDrive provision at all. And another use case or another scenario, wherever the OneDrive is not provisioned for those accounts, you need to provision those accounts or those OneDrives using PowerShell scripts for those user accounts. And then once that is provisioned, then you can simply go ahead and export it, and you can work on your tasks or projects, right? So now this script is executed for all the accounts, and you see this is the one of the error where it says users my site is not found or not found. That means this account doesn't have, or this account does not have the OneDrive provisioned at all, even if it has a license. Now I'm going to show you how that looks like. So here's the file I have, OneDrive URLs, and then I'm going to simply open it up. So now this is the file I have opened, and here you can see this user has its OneDrive URL, and for other accounts you see it is empty. That means this account does not have URLs, or the OneDrives are not provisioned in short. And then I'll show you by filtering those. So I got successfully 5 your OneDrive URLs, and I can simply show you by opening any one of those OneDrive accounts, right? And I'll simply go here and show you by opening that URL. So here you can see this user's OneDrive account has been opened up, right? And I can make any changes. I can upload documents, create new folders, or synchronize it to my local device. Also, if in case I wanted to give someone a permissions of this OneDrive account, then I can come here and change the site setting, then site contents, and maybe add any applications on this particular user's OneDrive accounts. Here you see different uh, folders or document libraries, right? And then basis on that, we can take the appropriate actions, right? So this way we can make the changes. We can change the appropriate settings for the OneDrives. And this is going to be used for different use cases. As I said, for migration purpose, we can use those URLs to map in the mapping file, and then we can migrate data from source to destination. For example, from Dropbox to SharePoint or Dropbox to OneDrives. And similarly, we can provision those URLs, provision those OneDrives if in case those are not provisioned for users, so that user doesn't have to wait for those OneDrives to be active, right? And once that is active, once that is ready for them, that is ready, and they can simply go ahead and access and use it. So yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you will like it, and put your any questions if you have any. Also, please do share this video within your friends and communities, and whoever needs to see this. And also, if you need PowerShell scripts that I have created, you can simply put in the comment section below, and I'll simply share that script with you. And yeah, that's all. That's all. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.